Let's get straight to it.
I can hear my mama now, gone, baby, pop your shit.
I can hear my mama now, gone, baby, pop your shit. I can hear my brother right now, fuck them niggas, talk that shit. Old gossiping ass niggas, what y'all out here gossiping about today? Since y'all love pocket watching, nigga, I did a 200 ball today.
Welcome to Geeker News Network. I'm your host, Fetty Lotto, here to put a stain on your brain and some news you can use. I was about to do a show on something else, right? But then I ran across this content that just brought some memories back for me about a program called the GATE program. I'm just hearing that term just now, like as we speak, when I got on, like, logged on or whatever. I'm just now hearing this GATE program term. Actually, was either in the program or I did the testing before. It's when they, I call them the helicopter headphones. Put the helicopter headphones on you and they play these frequencies in your ear. One at a time, they go to this side and this side. Sometimes they do both. They do eye tests on you. And I thought it was just like a hearing test or eye test. I remember them telling me something like that. And this was in elementary school. But they saying that now, they're saying that it's something called the GATE program and they was testing for, you know, I'm gonna let them get into it. You know what I'm saying? But I really do remember this program, and I think a lot of y'all remember this program too. You know what I'm saying? And the memories coming back to me. The more I hear, the memories coming back to me. I remember this game called Oregon Trail, and I remember liking the game because I didn't have to do work. They used to let me play that Oregon Trail. So shit, I remember liking that game, but I don't remember what the game is about. So let's get into this content by the Real Kaya and see what's up with this GATE program, man. And y'all let me know if y'all been in the GATE program or if y'all remember any of the things that they about to say. Put it in the comment section.
So as you can see, there's been different theories popping up. I just want to get into it. Get your snacks, expand your mind, relax your brain, and let's go.
I believe that these people who were not human, because when they put those headphones on and you heard different frequencies, and then they gave you this pink drink, like a bubblegum drink, I think that drink was to wipe out your memory.
Many of us may have been experimented on at a young age without ever knowing.
He was telling me that he didn't talk until he was 9 years old. He said also it felt like he was trapped in another realm. Like it was like he was here, but he was also somewhere else also.
They talk about something they call the hill. It is a place where they can all send their consciousness and talk to other children with the same abilities, other people with the same abilities.
Okay, y'all. I'm trying to see something. Let's expand our brain and learn something here. Okay, because I've been waiting. Let's just, come on. Let's go.
Quite a few people have been talking about this recently, but many of us may have been experimented on at a young age without ever knowing. This was around the early 2000s, where many people specifically remember being a part of a program called GATE, which stands for Gifted and Talented Education. And according to people who were a part of this program, they were separated from their main class, taken to a windowless or dim-lit room, and made to do different tasks like solving puzzles and hearing different frequencies through headphones. Now, there's a couple reasons why people are suspicious of this program in the first place. For starters, although the class was meant to be for students who were above average academically, most of the people who were actually in the program recall only having average grades compared to some of their peers who were not.
That's what I'm saying. Shit, I was in special ed. They say I had a learning disability. I never felt like I wasn't smart. I always felt like I was smart. I always felt like I was smarter than the average person. But school records and school-wise, they had me listed down as being dumber than the average person. So, like, less intelligent, having a learning disability. And I don't know if I didn't believe it, but I believed it at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, I believed it because they were saying it, but I didn't believe it because I just seemed so much smarter than the average kid my age. Just life-wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, all around, more intelligent, more advanced. But let them tell it I had a learning disability and shit like that.
Not involved in the program. On top of that, while much of the curriculum was just normal puzzles, many people recall being asked to do seemingly impossible tasks like guessing numbers, shapes, or objects that were covered up or just out of view. This led to a lot of speculation about the classes, with many people believing that the program was created by a government agency in order to find children with supernatural-like abilities. Some people went even further, stating that they may have been looking for people with supernatural abilities in order to shut them down to prevent future threats, or that they were trying to recruit them, do more tests on them, and see how they can use that power for themselves.
Now, y'all, I just looked up a little bit more and I saw these headphones, and I'm like, I remember these headphones. Hold on, let's watch it.
These headphones look familiar to you. You might have been.
These are the headphones right here. I was talking about, I call it helicopter headphones. But I know y'all remember these headphones. You know what I'm saying? Especially the people my age that was in elementary school, like in the 90s and shit like that. I know they remember these headphones.
Been involved with a program when you were in elementary school called the GATE program. It involved a lot of matching items like these, like matching shapes, remembering things to see like how good your memory was. And a lot of people said that they also took a drink beforehand and it was pink.
Now that we know that we were all part of the Gateway Experiment Program back in elementary school and kindergarten, now that we know that, here's what I believe. I believe that we were all born with special abilities, superpowers. Now, the people that did this test on us, these people had to be like some type of different entity. These people were not human. The people that came and grabbed us from our classrooms were not human, okay? These people were doing an experiment on us because they knew that we were all connected to God at some point in time. They knew that we had a deeper connection with God. They also knew that we had psychic ability to this very day, okay? And I don't believe that they clearly wiped out our abilities, and I'm going to tell you why. Because to this day, I still believe that I have psychic abilities. I'm able to see spirits. I'm able to see entities. I'm able to see low vibrations in people. I'm able to see demons. I'm able to see things that most people won't even see or don't even see. I'm able to feel certain things that I can't describe. I keep seeing the numbers 222. I have been seeing the numbers 222 for years. I have a special ability where I could think about a person, like a person could come across my mind, and then later on that same day, that person would pop up. Or I could think certain things, and whatever I'm thinking, it will come to pass. So I believe that I have special ability because I'm able to see things, I'm able to know things without finding out about it. Like, it's just certain things that I know, right? So I believe that these people who were not human, I believe that they were something else, okay? And, you know, they tried to take away our superpowers. And honestly, I believe they failed. Because when they put those headphones on and you heard different frequencies and then they gave you this pink drink, like a bubblegum drink, I think that drink was to wipe out your memory. That's what the pink drink was for. And the frequency sounds that came from the headphones, I think those frequency sounds were sounds that were supposed to mess up our chakra. It was supposed to destroy our chakra that's connected to God. So now that we know the truth, it is up to us to take back our power. It is up to us to take back our abilities that we have. Because honestly, we have.
I don't know if it wiped out your memory or it's just been so long since, you know, you thought about that. This is something that happened in elementary school, and today I'm 42 years old, and I'm just now hearing this information, and it's bringing back memories for me. So it's like, did my memory get wiped out, or has it just been so long that who thinks about that? You know what I'm saying?
Have the power. They tried to destroy it back in the 90s and 80s and 60s and 70s. Like, they went way back and they tried to destroy our supernatural abilities. But I don't think they fully destroyed it because I be seeing stuff. And the stuff that I be seeing, if I was to go tell someone else what I saw, they will look at me like I'm crazy. So it is up to us to take back our power. It is up to us because we have the power.
So I'm actually like, wait a minute. Y'all remember that? I remember that, but it just seems so faint now. Like, hold on, let's watch another video.
Okay, y'all. Last night I was on the phone with my homeboy, and my homeboy has autism. He was telling me that he didn't talk until he was 9 years old, and he was saying that like he always knew what he wanted to say, but it would never come out. He said also it felt like he was trapped in another realm. Like it was like he was here, but he was also somewhere else. Also, he is like sometimes like the things that we see like it's hard. it looked like energy to him. It just looked like a frequency. It didn't look like still to him, but sometimes it would. He was like, so sometimes he'll be zoned out and he just remember his mama calling his name. He heard her, but he never seen her. It's just always like he was just up in a dark space with just energy flowing around. So he was like, he was never making eye contact with his mama or answering to her, responding to his name because he didn't see her sometimes. He said, but sometimes he would when he get back into, like, where we at, like, it was like he was living in two different realms. When he get out, like, in the physical where we at, he said he'll see her, he'll answer his name, he'll respond. But when he wasn't, he couldn't answer, he couldn't make eye contact, he couldn't see nothing but what he seen that was just in the dark space with just energy everywhere. He was like, he said it's crazy. He said now that he's older, it's not like that for him anymore. But that's how it was for a long time up till he was like 15 years old. He said, and then where he was at, he said he didn't need to use his words. He didn't need to speak. He said he only needed to speak when he snapped back into the physical, y'all. It was just like so crazy because my son got autism, so it be making me think like, oh my goodness, is that what be going on with him? Do he be here and there? Okay, in case some of y'all ain't caught up, I posted a video yesterday about my homeboy that has autism, and he was saying he didn't talk until he was 9 and he felt like he was trapped in another realm or whatever. And in the realm, they didn't need her ability, like they didn't have to speak. He said everything was like energy, everything that, you know, whatever that we see that look like or feel like wood or feel whole, it was just energy. Everything was energy and it was just souls in there or whatever. But anyway, long story boring. This is my opinion on that. I feel like they're experimenting on our kids. And I feel like they're doing that because they're trying to find a way in. Like I said, he said he was trapped in another realm and he'll come to the physical sometimes or whatever. And I feel like they're experimenting on our kids because they're trying to find a way in and they're trying to find a way to get into different realms. They can't do that with pets and animals. You know how they use rats and stuff to experiment. So I feel like they're trying to experiment on humans. And that's what they're doing to our kids because no way kids are born with.
Another thing, like parents need to not let the kid, like not let the schools just do anything to your kid. And it's important to ask your kid like what they did in school, how was the day and shit like that. Because they do little sneaky bullshit like that and you'll never know about it. Because now, like I got memories of, you know, frequency shit and all that being tested on me. And I don't never remember going home telling my mom or no shit like I just thought it was a regular normal day in school, feel me? So parents, y'all should just, you know, have that conversation with your kids, man, hey man, or once a week or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you know what's going on in school because that shit is another institution that's just made to program your child. You know what I'm saying? To have your child thinking how they want your child to think instead of your child thinking, you know what I'm saying, how you want them to think or just having free thinking if that's what y'all into, whatever. So make sure your child not getting programmed, man, by these people. And they even doing it with the internet too. So, you know, my advice, man, I advise people to stay on top of that, man, and see what their children is watching and being taught in school.
Autism. For one, my son was very advanced, doing everything he was supposed to do. And then one day after he got his 12-month shots, one day I woke up and my son wasn't doing anything. He wasn't responding to his name. He wasn't making eye contact. He wasn't even talking to me. And I could post videos of him being overly advanced talking before he turned 1. He was doing so much stuff. My son woke up one morning, couldn't even clap his hands no more. Like, he was just there, but he wasn't there. Like, and I don't know. Like, he just now starting to shake back. But yeah, if y'all curious about the story that my homeboy told me, it's on my page. Y'all can go watch that. But my whole thing about that is, it's one big experiment. I feel like they're literally sitting here experimenting on our children, trying to find a way into the spiritual world, into another dimension, another realm, whatever y'all want to call it.
Oh, don't.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You got this far, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. Let's vibe, man. You know what I mean? This is what I do. I'm an independent artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm an independent journalist. I'm an independent nigga all around, man. And This channel is sponsored by none other than me, Fetty Lotto. And shit, man, just so I can pay the bills, man, I gotta put y'all on to everything I got going on. And tap into Fetty Lotto on YouTube, Music, Spotify, or wherever you stream your music at, man. Tap Fetty Lotto, one word. FEDDYLOTTO, one word, no spaces. You can go on Instagram and go to your Instagram music, TikTok music, or whatever, man. Tap in Fetty Lotto and music will pull up, man. And y'all stream my music, excuse me, man. Go fuck with that. This right here, man, it's that ignorant shit y'all like. Talking about, you know, every little step, got that joint on you or whatever. You know, my style is called R&B, man. You know what I'm saying? Rhythm and vibes, man. It's a little mixture of, you know, the harmonizing with the bars and all that. It's rhythm and vibes. And tap into that, man. Fetty Lotto on all streaming platforms. I got the Geeka EP. I got the Real Me. I got other singles and shit that I put out, man. Y'all tapping that, run them numbers up. I'm independent, man. Come fuck with me. We gonna do it like this, though.
So special.
I can't sleep at night. I toss and turn, listening for the telephone. And then I finally got the call. Nigga said it was war, so I jumped up and grabbed that phone. And as a matter of fact, I'ma bring the Mac. Why these niggas frontin' on me? To put a op in the dirt is a dream come true, a real life fantasy. No matter what my bitch try to tell me, I'ma always be a thug. And we gon' be together, Glock or that Beretta. It's like that, and that's on blood. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little move I make, we'll be together. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little move I make, we'll be together. I ain't posting on the gram with the strap in my hand. They already caught the 9 in the hood of my van. Gotta move smarter. I don't know who told it last time, so I don't be telling my own niggas where I stash mine. Pop up out the dark, all you see is the flash. And by the time you know what happened, it's a hole in your ass. Had the D's pissed about that situation on crack. Couldn't charge me and they knocked me with the gun in the mask. I ain't a dumb nigga. I know my rights, that's a legal search. Wasn't even driving the vehicle, that's what made it worse. Promise that it never happen again, but I don't move around without you. You my loyalist friend. And every little step I take, you will be there. Every little move I make, we'll be together. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little move I make, we'll be together. Man, I always kept an itchy trigger finger and an itchy palm. My first hammer was a 357 long. I was a young nigga beefing with the older dudes. You know the ones that got a rep of what they used to do. They like he was a goon back in the days. Now that young nigga got him running, ducking them strays. Caught the tech with air holes, a ooh wop in the K. And that's the same night I dumped on boy with the braids. Rap now, but I'm stuck in my ways. Feet laugh when I hit son on Autobahn for trying to short me on haze. Live by it, die by it. I know one of these days I get mine, but even then I'm going out in the blaze. That's why every little step I take, you will be there. Every little move I make, we'll be together. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little move I make, we'll be together. Yeah. Every little step.
So special.
Yeah. That's every little step. Yours truly, Betty Lotto. You know, I spit that ignorant shit y'all like sometimes, man, but I do it in a smooth way because I'm a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? I call that style rhythm and vibes, man, R&B. You know what I mean? We ain't R&B with it, we R&B with it, rhythm and vibes, you know me? So, like, share, and subscribe. Let's vibe.
Me while I blow your freaking mind for a second. I am about to put you on to one of the most incredible and transformational things you will ever listen to in your life. So this is the Telepathy tapes by Kai Dickens, and it explores the cases of telepathic abilities within the most incredible group. It is individuals who are autistic and nonverbal. Now I'm going to be doing a 4-video deep dive, but I want to give you guys the spark notes of it. So Kai was first introduced to the phenomenon of telepathy within nonverbal autistic individuals through a podcast that was featuring Dr. Diane Powell, who is a neuropsychologist that came from Johns Hopkins, and I believe she's at Harvard now. They talk of the tens of thousands of cases of mothers who think, my child can read my mind. But a lot of them don't bring it up because they just think they're crazy or up.
I mean, I think all children can read their parents' mind. I think that we are an extension of our parent. I feel like even with your mom, you still got a spiritual umbilical cord attached to you. So I mean, I read my parents' mind all the time, even since a kid. But you know, you act like you don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many times as a kid where your parents think they pulling the wool over your eyes, and I don't know, you smart enough to act like you don't know what's going on, but you know exactly what's going on. I know I experienced that shit a lot because I feel like all children could read their mind because we are an extension of them.
Other people will think they're crazy, but they're not. And it's an incredibly common experience. So on the podcast with Dr. Powell, they set up these experiments with insane controls. It's crazy. It's crazy. They'll take someone like the mother. They'll put them in a room. They'll give them this random number generator, or they'll show them pictures. The other room, a child will be blindfolded. After the mother is shown something, the child will be told that they can take off the blindfold and then they can type into an iPad what they saw. These kids, they never miss. They never miss. They see through their mother's eyes. They hear what she's thinking. Oh, and if you think that's where it ends, no, we're just getting started. One of the reoccurring things that comes up when they talk to all of these various children, does not matter where they are in the world, they talk about something they call the hill. It is a place where they can all send their consciousness and talk to other children with the same abilities, other people with the same abilities. Podcast talks about a kid from Georgia who was best friends with a kid from Utah and how they would talk every single day by going to the hill. So many of these children have been able to communicate through letterboards or typing. The podcast teaches you what that is. Here's some of the things that they wish the world would know. Number one, that they know things. They know things that they can teach us, but no one will listen. Another quote that was incredible is they said, in my world, we don't speak. We communicate through our eyes. Another said, audible speakers, us, we only see one side of the story. There's so much to it that we don't know. It's so fascinating to me that every faith-based tradition talks about a time coming where the dumb shall speak. But I guess the question is, are you willing to listen? You need to listen to this. Everybody needs to. It's 9 incredible episodes. It is going to blow your mind.
They said telepathy is just the tip of the iceberg. It goes way deeper. I've been really getting back into the telepathy tapes.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's blowing my absolute mind.
Tell me about it.
There's this one boy, Houston. His story is just insane. Like, grew up severely autistic, non-speaking, and mom had just grew up thinking that he was basically almost like a vegetable. And she came home one day. Her son walked downstairs, looked her straight in the eyes, which she said never made eye contact ever, and said, I love you. Verbally. Through that was the beginning, figuring out that he could read people's minds. He could see what they were thinking. And then it starts with him talking about this place. He says that he goes to this place with other kids, other people that have this ability of telepathy. They call it the Hill. And he says, we meet there, we teach each other things, we pray for each other. And it's like this community of kids that have this ability. They go to the Hill. It's not like a physical place. It's like not dimensional. It's like a place where their consciousness goes. And they said, but it's like in the shape of a hill. He talks to other kids around the world, like one from Denmark, one from Texas, one from like just all over the world.
Is it being tested, like them following up with these people, meeting?
Yeah.
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 So like they're touching base with all these people and somehow they've never had contact with each other.
Yeah.
They don't know each other at all.
But the part that it's proven is all these kids can speak multiple languages.
Mm-hmm.
An example was a 2-year-old non-speaking autistic kid. He could speak 7 languages.
Today I'm going to make a beat. We're going to Output's new plugin co-producer. Play your beat.
That he's never been taught before. He's 2.
Mm-hmm.
Could be getting this wrong too. This is all secondhand.
Yo, I'm really like about to listen to these telepathy tapes. Like, okay, here's another video, but it's morally about them doing more testing.
The CIA worked with witches at one point to try to harness their power, and it's believed that they probably are still doing this. While they were telling the public that witches were not real, they were actively trying to harness their magic and their manipulation of energy on behalf of the United States. In 1968, Operation Often was launched by an MK Ultra scientist named Dr. Sidney Gottlieb. And here's the thing, the CIA didn't just try to harness magic. They hired practicing witches and occultists as consultants. There are declassified documents that show that there was $375,000 allotted for anomalous practice research. On top of trying to figure out if magic was real, they were also trying to learn if demons were real, and if so, if they could be harnessed. They began doing experiments that they called projected malevolence, where practicing witches and occultists would target foreign leaders, and 3 of the targets died under mysterious circumstances within 6 months. Houston experiments were next, and in these, the CIA wanted to know if witches could influence biological matter from far away. These witches would target bacteria cultures in sealed containers 50 miles away. And guess what? The lab results showed a 23% increase in bacterial death rate. The technical reports called it non-local consciousness effects on biological systems. But the CIA called it magic. One of the most fascinating parts of Project Often to me is that they found that certain bloodlines had heightened paranormal capability. They created a database, which is unfortunately still classified, of families with psychic abilities running throughout the generations. They also paid special attention to people who claimed they were descendants of Salem witch trial survivors and also had these abilities. Documents reference MK Often bloodline and hereditary consciousness factors. They were trying to breed psychic super soldiers. The program officially ended in 1973, but a former Often psychic claimed that it continued until 1981 under corporate contracts. Private military contractors will now hire anomalous warfare specialists. This is what they call psychics, which is anybody with what they would deem a supernatural ability.
This is what really blows me with the information that we have been learning today. They villainized, demonized, colonized, destroyed, backwards, turned everything upside down, flipped it all the way upside down, erased the board, pulled the roots out, did everything they could possibly do to disconnect us from the source that we are, from the source of this earth, from nature, from our abilities, from everything that was magical about this world. Now they doing all of these experiments and trying to use it to, they know about it, and they're trying to find a way to manipulate it secretly and use it to their benefit, because it didn't work when we was operating in our fullness, in our connection to the earth, in our connection to source, to everything. Our own, just being a heightened human, being beyond this space that we are in as humans now, and mentally, physically, spiritually. Now, how y'all gonna, it's just like, you took away what was, it's not taken away, it's just dormant within us, but you take away and dormant our abilities, and then you want to use our abilities against us. For the ones who are strong enough to actually remember it, you want to use it against us, or suppress it even more, because you ain't got it. You decided to go against what we are, and then convince us that we are not that. Take, destroy, do all types of backwards, and then people are wondering why they feel like they can't do life anymore. They can't do being in America, being just how the structures of everything is, that's just like built up against you, you know? People trying to figure out like why don't I feel right? It's because everything we gotta get right. That's all. You know, so even in the last video I had showed y'all a video of somebody everybody talking about the reason why we are so unhappy as humans is because we don't have a solid relationship with the earth. We don't, like I said in the last video, it's like the Navi people who just living in the life that we live in. And you looking at us, and you looking at you, take a look at yourself, and you like, this ain't right. We are not living up to our potential. We are not even, what is this stagnation? What is it? And it's them, but it's not them, because it's also like we working through trying to get through it and understand ourselves more, come into the remembrance of what we have forgotten and cloaked ourselves in. And it's not to put yourself in a victimization or villainize something else. It's about your journey here and your time here, and you being a vessel to release what has been stagnant on this planet for a long time. So I'm just like 1, 2, 3 connecting the dots with this, with what we have just learned. So just understanding what's being remembered right now, the programming and the experiments that's been happening on us. Like, even I'm thinking about the TV show The 100, and how the people who was on the ground, they was being experimented on by the people who was locked up in the bunker and being used, for their blood, and because it was more stronger and potent enough to be able to actually be on the outside, actually be in the earth. And they couldn't be in the earth because they couldn't survive it. They couldn't sustain it. They were like encapsulated into this bunker, and they was trying to find a way out. But the only way they could find a way out was using the native people, the people who actually evolved and grew. And it's the same thing that I'm connecting to with what we're watching today. So it's just like, yeah. Okay, we're gonna stop right here. If you made it to the end of this video, I want to say thank you for being.
That was the real Kaya, and she be always dropping some heat, man. She always dropping some interesting things, and like I always tell y'all, man, interested in these type of topics and conversations, man, go tap into the real Kaya. I use your content. I always tell people to come tap into you. One hand watch the other. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all go tap into the real Kaya, man. She always got some dope shit. And you always gonna learn fucking with her. But we need to get into these telepathic tapes or whatever they call them, man. In the GATE program, we need to do a little bit more extensive research on this, man, because now I'm ready to go down this rabbit hole. Y'all put in the comment section, man, y'all ready to take this journey with me. Like, share, and subscribe, man, to Geeking News Network. I'm here, man. Freddie Lotto, put a stain on your brain, bring you some news you can use, man. And I'm going to be consistent with this thing. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. Jump in the comments, man. Give me some topics. You know what I'm saying? Give me some feedback on what I'm talking about. Because I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be popping up on y'all feed, on your timeline and all that, man. So get used to me. Like I said, man, tell a friend to tell a friend. Let a nigga back with another one better than the other one. Geeking News Network. Freddie Lotto. We out of here.
Let's get straight to it.
I can hear my mama now. Gone, baby, pop your shit.
I can hear my mama now. Gone, baby, pop your shit. I can hear my brother right now. Fuck them nigga, talk that shit. Old gossiping ass niggas, what y'all out here gossiping about today? Since y'all love pocket watching, nigga, I did a 200 ball today.